Hello, history buffs, and welcome back to our series. Today we journey west, where the Mongol storm is about to break over Europe. This isn't just another conquest. It's the birth of an empire that would reshape Eastern Europe for centuries to come, the Golden Horde. After the initial Mongol invasions, the great Genghis Khan's empire was divided among his sons and grandsons. It was Batu Khan, son of Jochi and grandson of Genghis, who was tasked with expanding the empire westward. Imagine the scene in the 1230s. A massive, disciplined Mongol army, numbering in the tens of thousands, thundering across the steppes. Their target, the disparate and feuding principalities of Kiev and Rus. What followed was a whirlwind of conquest. Cities that had stood for centuries, like Ryazan and Vladimir, were overwhelmed by the Mongol war machine. The siege of Kiev in 1240 was a devastating climax. The once glittering mother of Rus cities was reduced to rubble. Chroniclers of the time wrote of utter destruction, testament to the sheer power and terrifying efficiency of the Mongol army. They were masters of siege warfare, adapting and overcoming any fortress in their path. But Bata's ambitions didn't stop there. The Mongol tide surged into Central Europe, clashing with the knights of Poland and Hungary at the battles of Legnica and Mohi. They proved that even the famed European heavy cavalry was no match for their tactics and discipline. Europe held its breath, fearing Rome itself might be next. However, news of the great Khan Geday's death back in Mongolia prompted Bata to turn back, consolidating his vast new territories. This was the birth of the Golden Horde. From his capital at Sarai on the Volga River, Batu and his successors ruled over the Russian principalities for nearly 250 years. This wasn't direct rule in the traditional sense. Instead, Russian princes were forced to travel to Sarai to pledge allegiance and receive their patent to rule, system known as the Yarlik. This period, often called the Tatar Yoke, had a profound and lasting impact. It isolated Russia from Western Europe during the Renaissance, but it also inadvertently helped unify the Russian lands. A small, once insignificant town called Moscow began to grow in power, collecting tribute for the Khans and slowly building its strength. The legacy of the Golden Horde is complex, a story of subjugation, but also of cultural exchange and the eventual rise of a new centralized Russian state. Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we explore another chapter of this incredible story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out.